Hola clase. In this video we will see a new period of the history of the Iberian Peninsula, a period of Islamic ruling, as well as the creation of Christian kingdoms. In the year 711, Muslims from North Africa arrived in the Iberian Peninsula and quickly expanded to the north. In this map, you can see how quick this expansion throughout the peninsula was. The map shows the territory of the Umayyad Caliphate in the year 750. In just 40 years, the Muslims had expanded and occupied almost the entire peninsula. The map also shows where their expansion ended, in the north. In the north of the Iberian Peninsula, several Christian kingdoms and counties were created to fight against the Muslims. Here we can see León, Castilla, Navarra, Aragon, and some Catalan counties united under the county of Barcelona. These Christian kingdoms started a sort of a race to the south to conquer or reconquer the Iberian Peninsula. They all had the common goal to get as many territories under the Christian ruling as possible, but they also wanted to get as much territory as possible under their own kingdoms. They also created alliances among themselves to become stronger than the other kingdoms. For example, León and Castile united as one kingdom, and so did Aragon and the county of Barcelona. These maps show the expansion of the Christian kingdoms. The first map shows the Christian front in the year 750. The second map shows how much they had descended into the Iberian Peninsula in the year 1000. In the third map, we can see that in the year 1150, the Christians were halfway in their expansion to the south. Finally, in the year 1400, the entire Iberian Peninsula was Christian, except for the Kingdom of Granada in the southeast, which remained under Muslim ruling for one more century. Life was very different in each side. Let's see how life was on the Muslim side first. The territory of the Iberian Peninsula under Islam was called Al-Andalus. From that word, Al-Andalus, we have now the name of a region in the south of Spain called Andalusia. In Al-Andalus, three groups lived together: Muslims, Jewish, and Christians. They were called Mozarabic. When the Muslims arrived in the Iberian Peninsula, Christians were allowed to stay and maintain their religion. Mozarabic is the name given to these Christians who lived in Muslim territory. The Arabic language has left many words in Spanish. Here we can see some words that enter the Spanish language from Arabic. Some are agricultural terms like albaricoque, apricot, azúcar, sugar, berenjena, eggplant, or zanahoria, carrot. Incidentally, some of these words in English have the same Arabic origin and enter the English language not directly through contact with Arabic, but through Spanish or French. For example, we have apricot, or sugar, or cotton. Other Spanish words that come from Arabic are related to the home, like alfiler, alfombra, alcoba, almohada, almacén, and other words are related to government, like alcalde or aldea. You may have noticed that many of these words begin with al. That's because in Arabic, al was the article, like the. These words were always preceded by al, like for example, al-cotton, which meant the cotton. The article al passed into Spanish attached to those words as a whole. So in Spanish, al-cotton became algodón. In English, that word was adopted without the article al, which is why we have cotton, which is closer to the original cotton, or cotton. Other Spanish words and also English words that have their origin in the Arabic language are related to the sciences. This civilization was very advanced in math and sciences and have given us words like algebra, alcohol, algoritmo, cero, which you can easily translate into into English. Other words are ajedrez, which means chess, and also the Spanish expression ojalá, which means something like I wish or hopefully. The original meaning is Allah, as in Allah wish it. May Allah wish it, ojalá. Also, we have some toponyms, which are names of places. For example, words that begin with "guad," which meant river. So we have Guadalajara, which is a city in Mexico but also in Spain, or Guadalquivir, which is the name of a river in Spain. The name Guadalupe has an Arabic origin too, or the word Alhambra, which is not only a place in Los Angeles, near Los Angeles, but was this beautiful construction in Granada that you can see here. Let's see now what was going on the Christian side. The Spanish language appears in the Kingdom of Castile around the 10th century as an evolution of Latin and spreads to the south. The language is known as Castellano, like Castilian, because it originated in Castilla, the Kingdom of Castilla, Castile. The language evolves thanks to the work of the King Alfonso X el Sabio, Alfonso X the Wise, in the 13th century. He starts the production of books about law, science, history, as well as literary texts in Spanish. Before that, all books were written in Latin, because until then, Spanish was considered just like a deviation of Latin, from Latin as a way to speak, but a form of speaking that didn't have enough prestige as to be written. In our next video, we will see the end of the Christian expansion and the reign of Ferdinand of Aragon and Isabella of Castile.